Okay, so it's about 4 o'clock, a little after 4 o'clock, and I was originally gonna go to Pike Lake. They have multiple backpacking sites there, 3 of them, and I figured one of them would be open. And turns out their camping season ended yesterday. So, but I was all packed up and ready to go for this, to try it out. So I didn't want to just give up. So I'm seeing if there's some shelters open here. So here's the deal. We're up at Kettle Moraine North instead of Pike Lake, and it's 4 o'clock and I'm not about to make it 8 miles before dark. So if shelter 1 isn't open, it's a wrap. I was gonna go yesterday, but it rained for like 6 straight hours, and now you see, yikes, this is what the trail looks like. I think I found it. A little bit of a climb to get up here. I thought it was closer to the parking lot, so I was about to turn around and thought I missed it, but it should be down this way. Here, there's a nice privy. So this is the shelter. I'm not gonna stay in it tonight. I'll stay outside, but there's some wood there. It's open. If it was pouring rain like last night, this would have been useful, but I'm just gonna set up my tent right here and have a little fire and set up camp. I got my tent all set up, sleeping bag, pillow are in here. So I'm gonna zip it up, maybe keep a little bit of heat in for the night. It's supposed to get down to mid-30s tonight. So I'll have the fly closed tonight, but I'll close it now. Got a 20-degree sleeping bag, got a new Klymit X pillow, and then I have a Klymit insulated pad, which should be good down to 0 degrees, so I'm not too worried about the temperature tonight. Got camp all set up. Now just relaxing and listening to, unfortunately, a little bit of the highway, but there's some animals in there too. Trying to enjoy this as much as I can. Probably not going to be able to get out very much more this year as the cold is coming. I'd be willing to go down to probably about mid-30s, maybe 30 at night, but I'm not willing to go any colder than that. So just trying to enjoy this, and then I'm going to start a fire in a little bit. Like I mentioned, it absolutely poured yesterday. I was going to do this yesterday, but it rained for like 6 hours, and I wasn't willing to just sit in a tent for 6 hours. So we're going to try to start a fire, but I'm imagining everything is probably still wet. But this summer, I discovered Vaseline and cotton swabs. You can use paper towel, but really Vaseline has been a trick that's worked a bunch for my wife and I this summer. So despite the wet conditions, we are going to try to start this fire using this age-old trick. Got a little one going. Somebody left an empty box of Franzi on the shelter, so I'm using it as a dry base, and seemed to work out. We should get one rolling here now. Just an absolutely picture perfect fall night here. Sun is setting over there. All right, it's starting to cool down a little bit, so I put on a couple more layers, and then I still got my puffy. If it gets even colder, I got another pair of pants and wool socks too, so we should be ready. Fire looks like it is finally really taking off, so it's time for dinner. For dinner tonight, we got some ramen chicken flavor. I'm 5 years old, so I love Teddy Grahams. And we got these new bars from Costco, and I'm trying one of these out next to the fire. Dinner by the fire. Everything is so wet. Vaseline did miracles, but if you listen real close, you can just hear all the sizzle because of how wet all the wood is. Definitely wouldn't have been able to start a fire without Vaseline tonight. Heating up a little late night water for some hot cocoa by the fire. Hot cocoa by the fire. Pitch black. Just me, hot cocoa. Tent set up back there. I don't know if you can see it. Probably turn the Packer game on here pretty quick. Nice fall night. It's about 7 a.m. and just waking up. It's about 37 degrees outside. Slept okay, not very good. I tried to bring our smallest sleeping bag for 2 reasons. 1, because it's the warmest, and 2, to save a little bit of room in the pack. And it was really constrictive. Kind of felt like a baby in swaddling clothes, so that wasn't great. But stayed fairly warm. The only thing that got cold was my feet, really. So I'm gonna wake up, have a cup of coffee, eat some breakfast, tear down camp, and head back. Look out my front door this morning. Look out the front door. Still really quiet and still not bad for a Monday. Just enjoying a nice warm cup of coffee on a cool morning. Not many days like this left this year to get out, so trying to enjoy it while I can. Site's all torn down. Pack is packed. Ready to get back on the Ice Age Trail and hike out. Started. There's the car. We came from back up in there. This is where it continues after the road connection, but we are headed home.